Lenin calls it eco because it is made with some recycled materials. If you want to help or want to contribute to living a cleaner world for our future generation. Well, David, today we're going to explain the difference between the Primal and the Eco and the Primal 3. In the previous video, we saw the difference between the Primal 2, a shoe that was very good. Years with us to what we really value. And we appreciate because when a brand changes its model so much, it really confuses you. It confuses you because you ask us, well, what's the difference between this shoe and the other one? Well, look, it's practically the same. It's just that the brand likes to change the model so you spend more money. That's the idea. So you spend, okay? But Prima and Silent respect that. They respect keeping a sneaker for a long time as sellers. It's something we like because when a product is good, there's no need to take it off the market like many brands do, right? Well, these are company policies that we have to respect, of course, but when we have to say one thing and the other, well, we weigh what we have to weigh. Okay. Well, we notice the difference or similarities because if we really start with the second edition, the similarity is, you must speak clearly, David, since David has been with us for a short time. Yes, David, you behind the camera. I'm laughing. He said he doesn't know much. He doesn't know much and we have to teach him and explain it to him too. First, I'll start with the similarity, which is easiest, because obviously, despite the color, you can really see the very similar. We can see it. Obviously, the structure is the same, the shape is all the same. The different, look, even the sole, the same color, but the sole is the same. The difference is in the part where you like to try on all the sneakers. If it were up to them, they take a pair of sneakers in each hand. If I buy more, they'll throw me out of the house. You can see it in the fabric, okay? The Primal 3 is a shoe that's good for sporty, in quotes. Although it's so pretty, you can use it daily. In fact, that's what most people do, everyone. It's casual, but more sporty this way, because it doesn't have the typical flashy neon colors. No, it's so nice that it's good for everyday use, walking or any kind of activity, even for dressing up. So the difference here, now let's move on to the fabric. The Primal 3 was more breathable. It's a slightly more open mesh. And on the ultrasound, you of course see a tighter spot. What does this imply? That sweats a little less, but it keeps you a bit warmer. And I'd also say that if you want to take them off-road, yes. If you want to take them on trails, it's more resistant to tears. This mesh can take it. If you pass through a single branch pump, it can easily get stuck and you might pick up a few stitches. Another thing that happened with the Primal 2 and will surely happen with the Primal 3 is that this mesh here, when someone had a lot of toe mobility, something about it, a positive aspect to consider. The clients often complained or said, hey, look what happened to me. Honestly, if your foot can move like that, it's not bad at all. The shoe had these features and prevents, it helps you move your toes. But maybe in the Eco model, it's more protected and the mesh is more durable on the outside. On the inside, yes. The outside part is also more reinforced. Yes, they have added here on the fence. More stitches. Let's see if you can show it there, Antonio. Number 3. So it can be seen, well, I pointed out here. I don't know if it will appear on camera. As we can see, that they have added stitches to the perimeter of the mesh. Here you can see it on the A3, but you can on the Eco. They've also reinforced the eyelet area a bit. I hope it kind of makes the laces more sturdy, you know, where the eyelets are. Here it was heat sealed, and here it's stitched. I mean, it's a more worked on, more elaborated shoe.
I appreciate
the lace. Also a difference here, the lace is totally flat. And here you will see it is oval, not completely round. The difference between one and the other is the flat cord. For me, with my experience, which is also shared by models like Morel and Fepo, they fit me better. They make them slide less for me. What is the function? Because the flat surface contacts with the flat and it grips more. In the round part, there's less surface, so it slides more easily. It's easier to put on when making adjustments, but it's true that the knot, you have to tighten it a bit more so it doesn't come loose. It grips better here, you know? Let's talk about the insole, because the first version 2 and the first version 3 shared the same insole. The only difference was in the upper part, but not here. Here, the insole is different, okay? How do we put it? It's an insole, well, the rubber part is the same, but the difference is the part that touches your foot.
This is the trim, and this is the cork,
which belongs to a meeting. Well, the main thing is that it isolates you a bit more from the ground. It's a thermal element. The thickness of the sole provides it. Yes, it's gone up a bit compared to the 2. Now, at 9.5, the 2 was at 9. There's not a lot of difference, but there is some. And here, it also gives you a bit more thickness and flexibility of the shoe, because having more material, you lose some flexibility. Let's see. No, not at all. The shoe, as you can see, if your foot doesn't move, it will stay in place too. It's going to move, okay? Or your foot will move along with the shoe, okay? And regarding materials, is there any difference? Well, the Lems, as part of their eco-friendly policy, they call it Eco, because it is made with more recycled materials. Wants to help or contribute to making the world, okay, doing a less polluted or left a cleaner world for our future generations. We mentioned the purpose because it's always good to remember these shoes are for people like David, who is just starting with minimalism. Even though he doesn't have foot problems, it could be a good sneaker for him. They could be very good because he's used to it, right? Good newbie, he's had some pretty impressive footwear. We can't punish it, because if not, he gets angry. And we need to keep them happy that this thickness will make him feel like he's wearing what he's always worn. But with the new features, hey there, they respect. Yes, fine, I'll give it to you, but I'll also tell you something. Someone who wears a 2 centimeter shoe, which is a typical shoe you can find at any shoe store, right? When you put on these shoes, you notice the difference. It's like, hey, you don't feel the ground. We're talking about 10 centimeters here. The heel height is 10 centimeters, sorry, 1 centimeter, which along with the insole might go a bit over, but still, you notice the difference. That is, when you wear it, if you've never used minimalist shoes, you're going to feel more contact with the ground. You're going to have more stability because your foot will be able to spread more. Of course, zero draw. It's a light accessory. We're talking about it weighing 250 grams. And there was another feature of this camera. As we mentioned in other videos, we always say, if you want more sensitivity, if you want more contact with the ground, you should remove the insole. There are people who leave it because they are used to it. The screen doesn't really give you anything. Maybe a bit of comfort, but we're talking 4 millimeters, fine, but that's really its function. It's simply to cover the seam of the shoe. In this case, you won't have any problems. The shoe won't hurt you. The seams are very soft. And you won't have that problem, okay? So if you want a closer contact with the ground, I'd suggest you remove it, okay? And that only leaves the colors, which is available, the Primal Eco. The fossil color, which we currently have on camera, and we put it here. And this one, which I'd call the panda color, I don't know its name, black-white, totally, because it's black-white, which is quite modern and very urban. A bit of a requirement because minimalism used to be something ugly, something not very wearable. I'll tell you what I get, and I get it daily. Well, those shoes are a bit ugly. Yes, I have friends who don't buy them because they say it makes her look short. Anyway, to each their own, right? But here we already are. Having interesting things within the Lems. For instance, the main one, which is the Primal 2, now the 3, and now the Ike. They wanted to do it more urban, I think. Younger, fresher, like for example, light colors or the colors that are popular in the city now. we see everyone wearing those colors on Saturdays. So it reaches more people. For people, and it's obviously easier to match with all kinds of clothes, but obviously caring for the shape and repeating the shape of the foot. And another thing, before I forget, it should be noted that the length shoes, they are all unisex, means that can be used by both a man and a woman. There's no difference. The only difference is the length of the arm. The foot of the person who is going to use it, that's why there are tiny details, like the 5 we are going to talk about. Because these are America's awesome ass. Yes, in sizes 37, 38, up to 47, even larger, up to measure 48 for years. Yes, yes, because we are working with feet up to 31 centimeters and a bit more. Meaning we are talking about feet that exceed 47, okay? Anything else? Not much. I think it's pretty clear now the difference we've seen with the Primal 2, the Primal 3, and the Primal 8. And I think there is no doubt about it. But of course, if there is any, as always, you can leave us comments, questions, inquiries through direct channels, WhatsApp or email. So anyway, a bit more Antonio. See you all in the next video. See you until next time. Bye.